Hi everyone. Right, standing up nice and tall. Make sure that your core muscles are engaged, shoulders are back, toes are facing forward. Let's stretch down towards the mat. Start from your head, a nice deep breath. Inhale and then exhale as you curl down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Keeping your legs straight, softening your knees, pushing your upper body all the way down, dropping your head. Nice deep breaths, holding it there. Let's twist all the way to one side, keeping both legs straight. And then twisting all the way to the other side, hold it there. Good, back to the center. A nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. Curling up, stacking your spine. Standing up nice and tall, let's roll out the shoulders. Right, you're going to grab one wrist and you're going to pull the arm all the way up towards the ceiling, stretching it up and then pulling it over. Leaning all the way over and across. Hold it there. Good, and then lift, swapping the arm, so grabbing hold of the opposite wrist, pull the other arm up and over to the other side. Hold it there. Good, and then back up towards the ceiling. You're going to stretch one arm across and look to the opposite direction. Other arm. Good, and bring it down. Right, we're going to roll out the shoulders, change direction, and then we're going to walk the hands all the way down your legs, keeping the legs straight. Make sure that you have enough space in front of you on your mat, so you should be standing more or less where I'm standing on my mat. Walking the hands. If you need to bend your knees as you get towards your mat, that's fine, but try to keep the legs straight. And then we're going to walk the hands forward until you're about halfway all the way to the front, and we're going to push into the mat here. Try to flatten your feet, and then you're going to push your tailbone up towards the ceiling and straighten out your spine, stretching it out. Your ears should be between your arms, stretching it out, holding it there. Good, and then let's bring it forward, and we're going to go down onto your knees. Right, relaxing your feet. Make sure that your hands are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips, and we're going to stretch out the spine. So you're going to round your back, curling it out, opening up all the vertebrae. So tuck in your tailbone, drop your head, hold it there, and then we're going to do the complete opposite. So you're going to be arching your spine, looking up at the ceiling, tilt your tailbone all the way up, stretch. Good, and then one more each way. So opening up the spine, tuck in the tailbone, drop your head, hold it there. And then complete opposite again, arching the back, stretching it out. Good, right, you're going to go all the way down onto your mat. So you're going to be lying flat onto your tummy, and then we're going to place our hands just here in front of our shoulders, and you're going to relax your feet. Slide the legs together, and then you're just going to slowly lift off of the mat. So you try to straighten the arms just as far as you can go, making sure that your hips stay down towards the mat. Your neck is nice and long, so your shoulders are down and your ears are away from the shoulders. Nice deep breaths, and then slowly bring it down, bending the elbows back down towards the mat. Alright, let's go again. A nice deep breath, inhale, and then exhale as you lift. All the way, stretching it out, holding it there. Good, and then let's bring it down. Right, we're going to take our hands and we're going to slide them in underneath the forehead. So you're going to drop your head, resting your forehead on your hands, and we're only going to be working the legs. So the rest of your body stays glued to the mat. So you're going to slide the legs together, your forehead staying glued to your hands. And we're just going to be lifting the legs off of the mat. Make sure that you're lifting all the way from your hips. So your knees are also lifting. Straighten the legs and then controlling it down. And you're just going to tap the mat here and lift it up again. Exhale, lift, hold, and inhale down. Make sure that your head stays down. Lift and hold. Inhale down. Just tapping the mat. So don't let go of the muscles. The muscles in your hips, in your glutes, and in your lower back, they're staying engaged. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Keep going. Right, you're going to do 3 more. 3. Inhale. 2. Inhale. Last one, holding it there, keeping it lifted and controlling it down. And just relax. Nice deep breath. Right, this time we're going to do the upper body. So your legs are going to stay together, but they stay glued to the mat. And same thing, keeping your forehead glued to your hands. We're going to lift the whole upper body, lifting it off of the mat. So your forehead goes down, glued to the hands. Inhale and exhale. Lift. Try to lift your chest and controlling it down. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. And just keep going. Good, let's do 3 more. 3. 2 more. And last one. Lift and hold it there. And let's bring it down and just relax. Right, you're going to bring your arms out to the front of you, and we're going to bring the hands together, forming a diamond shape, and then bringing your face down towards the mat just before your nose touches your mat. Hold it there. Feet are together, and then we're going to pull the arms back, bending them in, lifting the chest and lifting the legs, keeping them straight, and lift off of the mat, squeezing your elbows towards your spine, and then slowly controlling it back to where you were. Inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale, controlling it down, just tapping the mat, and then exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, keep going. Good, let's do 3 more. 3. 2 more. And last one. Lift nice and high, hold it there. Good, and let's bring it down and just relax. Nice deep breath. Right, you're going to extend the arms all the way forward. This time your hands are staying in line with your shoulders. And we're going to drop the head slightly so that your neck isn't lifting up and tilting too high. So obviously without dropping your face completely onto your mat, just keep it hovering slightly. You're going to lift the right arm and the left leg, controlling it down. And the opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So your spine, all the muscles supporting your spine, upper spine and lower, are engaged without resting. So just as you tap down, you're lifting the opposite. Right, we're going to speed it up slightly. So it's lift, 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 lift. Keep going. Nice deep breath. Breathe freely. Keep going. Stretch out the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Resting your head on your hands. Just relax. Right, we're going to stretch out again so the hands come just in front of the shoulders. Slide your feet together. And again, slowly pushing up. Stretching it out just as far as you can go. Nice deep breath. Hold it here. And then controlling it back down. Good. Right, we're going to lift up. You can try to lift first into a plank position. So you're going to tuck under the toes for support. Your hands are now under the chest. So they are in line with the shoulders to lift you off of the mat. So you're going to push your body up into a plank position and just holding it there. Nice and long and strong. And nice deep breath. Good, and then we're going to slowly bring the knees in, one leg at a time, and curling your spine. You're going to push your body back into a shell stretch. Your back should be nice and stiff after working all those muscles in your spine. You're going to drop the elbows. You can roll out your wrists, and then you can curl up into a seated position and bring your legs forward. Right, you're going to shift all the way to the front of your mat. Make sure that you have enough space behind you, sitting up nice and tall, arms extending. Take a nice deep breath, and then exhale as you curl down. Make sure that your knees and your feet are in line with your hips, and you're really engaging the inner core muscles, and curl all the way down onto your mat. So going slowly, try not to drop down all the way, and then just relax. Slide your feet towards you. Right, we're going to prepare for a pelvic lift. So make sure that each heel of your foot is a flat hand's width away from your bum. Your knees and your feet are in line with your hips. Relax the arms, keeping them down next to your sides. Relax the shoulders, and let's slowly start lifting the pelvis. You're going to concentrate on starting from the tailbone. So your lower back is just going to push down and curl into your mat, and then you're peeling from the tailbone, so squeezing the bum off first. Your lower back is touching the mat, curling down into the mat, and then slowly tilting the hips up, so peeling your spine one vertebrae at a time, all the way up until you can feel that from your shoulders to your knees is a nice straight line, keeping it lifted. And again, we are just strengthening the lower back, the muscles that are supporting the pelvis, supporting the spine, and just holding it there, keeping it lifted. So you're keeping those muscles engaged. Breathing freely, deep breath. Good, and then slowly curling down into the mat. So again, your lower back is going to touch your mat one vertebrae at a time until your tailbone should be the last bone to touch, and then relax. So it's just a neutral position. And again, slowly curling down from the lower back, and then peeling from the tailbone slowly off of the mat until it's completely lifted. Right, you're going to drop the pelvis just 2 centimeters down, and as you do that, you are squeezing your thighs together. So try to let your knees touch, and then pushing the pelvis back up. Push your knees just slightly wider than your hips. Bring it down just 2 centimeters. Squeeze those legs together, up and apart. and just keep going down. Inhale, squeeze, lift, exhale, out, down, inhale, squeeze, and concentrating on your shoulders. Try to keep them relaxed. Your neck is straight, so look straight up towards your ceiling. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, let's do 3 more. 3, and lift. 2, and lift. Last one, keeping the thighs glued together, lifting the pelvis, hold it there, squeezing the legs together, push your hips up to the ceiling, holding it there, keep it steady for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring those knees back and curling down into your mat again, 1 vertebrae at a time. Right, you're going to hug your knees up towards your chest, and let's just roll from side to side. Nice deep breath. Right, bring the legs back down. You're going to extend your arms nice and wide, flattening them. Your palms are facing the ceiling and your hands are in line with your shoulders. And we're going to just slowly drop both legs over to one side, keeping your shoulder blades glued to the mat, twisting the legs over just as far as they can go. Good, and then back up to center, over to the other side, twist, and back up. Right, staying as you are with your arms resting on the mat, lift the legs into a tabletop position. Use the core muscles, so tummy muscles are engaged, and then gluing the legs together. They're locked at 90 degrees, and same thing, twisting over, and then bringing it back, deepening the core muscles. And again, your shoulders are glued to the mat. So just the hip is lifting, twisting the legs across, and controlling it back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, keep going. Right, staying in the center, let's extend the legs up towards the ceiling, only if you're feeling strong enough. Otherwise, keep your legs locked at 90 degrees and just keep going. Twist, shoulders are glued to the mat, and back up to the ceiling, deepening the core muscles. So you really need to concentrate on the tummy muscles, staying engaged. Twist, and back up, controlling it as you go back. So don't let your hip drop back onto the mat. Use the inner core, controlling back. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale back, and exhale, twist. And bring it back. Good, and let's do one more. Twist. And back. Good, bring the legs down, hug it in, roll from side to side. Right, you can lift head, neck and shoulders, and then bring the arms under, tuck under, curling your body into a ball, and then we're going to tilt back slightly, using your core muscles, roll yourself up into a seated position, extend the legs, keeping them flat, keeping them together, straighten up your spine, push the shoulders back, and then slowly curling to the front. Start from your head, inhale, and then exhale, slowly stretching it out, reaching for your toes, open up all the vertebrae, dropping your head, flex your feet, grab hold if you can, pulling your toes towards you, stretching it out. Inhale, And exhale, cooling up, stacking your spine. Straighten up. Right, you're going to fold both legs to one side. So fold them in, straighten up, extend the opposite arm out, and then bring it up and over. You're reaching over towards your feet. So up and then over, stretch it out. Make sure that your arm is above your head. Stretching out all these muscles. Hold it there. Good, and let's lift and let's swap it around. So the legs coming, folding over to the other side. Straighten the upper body, and same thing, the other arm goes out, up, and then over. Stretching it out, holding it there. Good, and lift. Right, legs out to the front of you again. This time one leg over the other, straighten up, shoulders back, inhale, and exhale, stretching forward. Reach for your toes. Try to drop your head all the way onto your knee. Stretch and hold it there. Inhale and exhale, curling up. Straighten up again. Swap the legs around. Same thing. Inhale and exhale, forward. Opening up all the vertebrae, stretching out all those muscles. Dropping your head. Hold it there. Inhale and exhale, lifting up. Straighten up. Legs are flat. Let's roll out the shoulders. Good. Spread your legs slightly. Rolling out the ankles. Change direction. And there we go. Well done.